The reason you stay cramped is simple. You keep giving your judgment the authority of fact. Marcus Aurelius wrote that many things troubling and straightening you can be cut off because they depend on mere conceit and opinion. Clear away the false addition, and the mind finds room. He wrote that sentence under strain, not in comfort. Picture the campaign tent in cold country, the leather stiff with damp, soldiers moving outside before dawn. Sickness, treachery, weather, and war. Still, he turned inward and accused opinion before he accused fate. Epictetus taught the same law from the opposite station. A lame former slave sat on a plain stool and told his students that men are disturbed not by things, but by their judgments about things. The room was spare. The sentence was harder than the walls. Listen closely to Marcus. He does not say every pain is invented. He says many of the things that tighten the chest and crowd the day are supplied by the mind itself. Event first, commentary after. Most suffering enters through the second door, and the door is often left open. In his world, rumor could move armies, flatterers could poison decisions, and fear could hollow out the Senate. Opinion was no small matter. It was a political force and a private disease. So Marcus trained himself to separate the naked occurrence from the embroidery laid over it. Epictetus gave the tool with greater bluntness. Some things are in your control, others are not. Prohairesis, the faculty of choice, remains yours. Delay is outside. Another man's tongue is outside. The body's frailty is partly outside. The judgment that says this must ruin me is inside. Most people live as if every feeling arrives stamped with truth. A cold glance becomes rejection. A postponed answer becomes disrespect. A mistake at noon becomes a verdict on a whole life. The mind rushes to sentence before inquiry. Then it kneels before the sentence it wrote itself. Seneca warned that we suffer more in imagination than in reality. The phrase survives because the error survives. A person lies awake beside a dying brazier, rehearsing disgrace that has not happened, arguing with words never spoken, fearing losses still unborn. Opinion multiplies the burden with patient cruelty. Years with this discipline taught me something plain. The student rarely needs a larger life first. He usually needs a cleaner interpretation. When the extra judgment is removed, many corners of the day open at once. Breath returns, duty becomes visible again. The room was there all along. Take a common moment. A meeting goes badly. Faces harden around the table. On the walk back, the injury begins. You tell yourself reputation is broken, prospects are closing. Everyone has measured you and found little. The facts are smaller. You spoke poorly. You can revise, apologize, and prepare. Or a friend lies. The sting is real. Stoicism does not ask for wooden indifference. It asks for precision. One fact stands before you. He lied. Then conceit arrives with additions. No one is trustworthy. I was a fool. This stain reaches everything. Cut the additions first. Then decide what conduct fits. Consider delay. The gate changes, the train stalls. The answer does not come. Watch the body. Jaw tightens. Shoulders rise. Heat gathers behind the eyes. All because the mind declares that wasted time is stolen life and inconvenience is insult. Marcus would strip that claim bare. You have been delayed. Use the interval. This week, begin with one exercise before sleep. Take a wax tablet or paper if you must, and divide it into 2 short columns. On the left, write what happened. Write what you added. Keep each line brief. Event, interpretation. Do this for 7 nights without ornament. A second practice belongs to the morning. Before speaking to anyone, sit for 3 minutes by a window or lamp. Name one likely frustration of the coming day. Then name the judgment that usually follows it. Rehearse cutting that judgment off. This is premeditatio malorum in a plain room. Third, when agitation rises, slow the body before touching the story. Place both feet on the floor. Exhale longer than you inhale 5 times. Then state the event in a sentence stripped of adjectives. He arrived late. The proposal was rejected. My father forgot my name. Facts first. Commentary can wait outside. The principle becomes hardest around grief and decline. An aging parrot forgets familiar rooms. A hospital corridor smells of antiseptic and stale coffee. Here, Stoicism must not turn into denial. The sorrow belongs. Love feels the wound. Yet even here, opinion can still worsen what pain has already done. You do not need to add cosmic protest to mortal loss. Seneca wrote often under the sign of death, and Marcus kept memento mori close at hand. Someone you love can suffer. You can suffer with them. The extra thought that this should never have touched your house only narrows the chest further. So the lesson closes where it began. Many things that press on you borrow their force from your own opinion. Remove the loan, and much of their power leaves with it. The lamp burns quietly. The bench stays firm beneath you.